Hi folks, welcome back to the channel. JD here again with another quick car finance related video for you. I hope you're all staying safe and well. Before I start, I showed my wife the video from yesterday and she said to me, "Why have you got that enormous microphone in front of your face? It looks ridiculous." So I'm trying a different microphone today, just out of shot. So apologies if the sound isn't as good as it has been, but I thought I would take her up on her feedback and show my full face with my full beard at the moment. Anyway, this will make you laugh. So somebody emailed me the other day about, no, actually they didn't email me, it was on a comment on the YouTube channel. And it was, I can't remember which video it was about, but basically they'd gone into a dealer's, they'd asked for a PCP quote, and the dealer had, without him asking, added about £1,000 worth of additional items onto the quote, such as paint protection, gap cover, etc. Now, I may have talked about this on a previous video a couple of years ago, but it reminded me of when I went into a Mercedes dealer and asked for a quote on a used car. I ended up buying the car, but I didn't use their finance. And I asked for a PCP quote only because at the time they were offering an incentive. I think they were offering an additional 2-year, it was a really good deal actually, they were offering an additional 2-year warranty if you took their finance. So that's why, I think that led me to why I created the incentive section on the PCP spreadsheet to work out whether it's worth taking out dealer finance if they're going to give you a service pack or a warranty or whatever. So I got a quote just to see what it would cost me. But it reminded me that something very, very similar happened to me when I asked for this quote. And I'm just going to show you, it's going to be very quick, but I asked for a PCP quote based on no deposit, 48 months. You'll see in this case that it's a 49-month agreement, so 48 equal payments, month 49 being the balloon. And just remember, just keep this figure in mind. The purchase price of the car was 16,881. So I said to Mr. Dealer, please can you send me a PCP quote on this car? Didn't say anything else. On this car, 48 months, 8,000 miles a year, I think. Let me just show you what this sent to me. Well, actually, I'll show you two things. See if you can spot something. Hopefully I get the right button here. So these are the two quotes, and I've highlighted the important bits. Now you might not be able to see this. Let me just zoom in a little bit more for you. Okay, so the right hand of the screen that you're looking at is the quote that they sent me first. Now remember, the purchase price of the car was 16,881. Do you notice anything on the right hand quote here? Oh look, it says 17,406. So I went back to the dealer and said, thanks very much for sending me the quote. Can you now send it me with the right purchase price on? And they sent me this quote on the left. So you can see here, we've got the left hand side of the screen is the quote that I should have got in the first place. And the right hand side is the quote that I actually was sent to begin with. Now look at the difference. So for some reason, the first time they sent me a quote was based on a purchase price of 17,406, which you can see here on the right hand screen. And then when I went back to them and I said, thanks very much, can you please now send me the quote I asked for? This is the response I got. Excellent. You notice what they did there? So without me asking, they, for some reason, assumed that I wanted the Guard X paint system. Now, if anybody's seen some of my videos in the past, you'll know that I'm quite into my car detailing, and I wouldn't have the Guard X system if it was 16,881, let alone 17,406. So a little bit unfortunate that they sent me a quote that I didn't actually ask for. And it sounds to me like this might still be happening. So obviously they're there to make to run a business, they're there to make profit, but just make sure that when you ask for a quote, the quote includes the correct purchase price. So you can see on the left hand of the screen here, 16,881, not the right hand side of the screen which says 17406. Now the important thing is, if we just zoom out a little bit, hopefully you'll be able to see this. You might need to be watch it on a big screen, but you can see that the monthly payment for quote number 1, so that was with the Gardex system, was coming out at £386.37 a month. When I went back to them and said, now can you give me a quote that I'd actually asked for, it came back at £372.72. It was 11.9% APR, blah, 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 blah. Notice also it's 48 equal payments, so this is a 49-month agreement effectively. So, not only have we paid, or have we been quoted, I should say, on an agreement which is £525 more than we asked for, look at the additional charges. So total cost for credit, hopefully you can see this, it's £5,009.56 on the quote that we actually wanted, or £5,139.76 for the quote that we didn't ask for, but we could have signed up for if we hadn't have queried it. So look at the difference. So not only have we paid £525, sorry, banging my microphone there, not only have we paid £525 more than we technically wanted to do, we've also paid, what, another £5,139.76 minus £5,009.56, £130. So we've paid £525 for our Gardex system, plus we've paid another £130 in charges for having that Gardex system built into the PCP quote that we didn't actually ask for in the first place. So add that to 525, that Gardex system has now cost us £655.20. And I've hit my microphone, I keep hitting my microphone. So that's a bit worrying, because we've paid £130 of interest on a paint protection system that we didn't actually ask for. Now I was lucky, I suppose, because they could have added gap cover on, they could have added alloy wheel and tyre insurance and whatever. Now I'm not saying don't take these things. All I'm doing is making the point that I didn't ask for it. And if I hadn't have gone back and said, why is this £525 more than I thought the purchase price of the car was, they wouldn't have come back and said this. So what I'm alarmed about is that we are paying whatever it was, 650 quid was it for the Gardex system. It's also costing us effectively, I do apologise if I keep banging my microphone and you can hear it, it's costing us 686.37 minus 372.72. It's costing us £13.65 a month for 48 months to have Gardex. Now, I'm not saying Gardex is a bad product or a good product. I don't know. I've never used it. What my argument is if you're going to spend 500, 600 quid, get your car properly detailed, or do it yourself. You can get a lot of products. If you've got the time and the inclination like I have, you could buy yourself a decent DA polisher, some decent compounds and polishers and sealants, and do it yourself for less than that. Or you could take it to a decent detailer who would do you a detail for that kind of money. When I got the car, it was a 5-year-old car. I didn't keep it long, but it was all right while I had it. But it was covered in tar spots, literally covered in tar spots all the way down both doors, and it had a huge amount of overspray all over the glass, so it had been repaired at some point, and I had to clay bar the whole car before I put any treatment on it. Now I don't know, and I'm not saying this is true, but would a dealer, given the time constraints they're under, would they have spent a good day clay barring that overspray off the glass, clay barring all the tar and the contaminants off the paintwork before they applied their Gardex system? I don't know. They may have done. I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. But it's something that, one, I didn't ask for, and two, if I did want it, I would have asked for it. Okay, so don't quote me for things that I haven't asked for. So make sure you check those quotes. Whenever you get a PCP quote, make sure The purchase price shown on that quote is just the purchase price of the car, and then start asking for other things if you want them. Like I say, if you want your car detailing, go to a detailer, in my opinion. Right, that's all I was going to say. Just makes me laugh when I read this email. I didn't ask for Gardex. Don't quote me for things that I haven't asked for. Anyway, thanks for watching. Do please email me, continue to comment and subscribe. Hit that bell icon to get notifications of new videos. Email me here, I'll get it right one day. If you would like a copy of the, wherever it's gone, the PCP spreadsheet, we're up to version 5.1. You'll get my auto response about that. It's a £10 one-off donation for as many updates on the spreadsheet as I care to make. Do continue to ask me anything else you like. If I can help you with any PCP quotes you're looking at, don't hesitate to get in touch. Thanks for watching. Take care.